Martin Short, ladies and gentlemen. Things that you did not know about him. What's the one role that you guys can think of when Martin Short comes to mind?
Captain Ron.
Three Amigos.
That's a good one, too. Born March 26th, 1950, Martin Short. Here's some fact or fiction. I'm going to give a statement. Frank and Lan have to decide whether or not that is a fact or if it is fiction. Number one, fact or fiction. Martin Short got his start in comedy after being rejected from medical school. Lan, fact or fiction?
Fact.
Frank, fact or fiction?
Seems like a smart guy.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds like something that would be true, so I'm going to go fact. Oh, it was standoff.
Forgot to change the soundboard. No, I'm sorry. No points for anybody.
No.
Well, it's true that Martin Short didn't originally plan on being a comedian. He was never rejected from medical school. He actually studied social work at McMaster University in Canada and originally wanted to work in that field. However, after a successful audition for a Toronto production of Godspell, which also starred future comedy legends like Eugene Levy, Gilda Radner, and Paul Schaefer, he shifted towards show business. Next up, fact or fiction about Martin Short. He was once roommates with Steve Martin. Frank, fact or fiction?
Man, I'm going to go fact just because they've been like lifelong friends.
Lan, fact or fiction?
I'll go fiction.
Lan gets the point. It is fiction. While Martin Short and Steve Martin are close friends and longtime collaborators, they were never actually roommates. However, they met while filming Three Amigos and have been inseparable ever since, starring in multiple projects together, including the hit Hulu series Only Murders in the Building. Did you finish it, by the way, Lan? Are you all caught up?
No, I don't have Hulu anymore.
Ay, come on. They even do go on tour together, performing comedy shows that are a mix of stand-up music and friendly roasting of each other. What were we saying, Lan?
I was like, I barely watched any kind of TV shows or anything like that anymore.
He likes the pornographic items. Next up, fact or fiction. Martin Short created his famous character Ed Grimley while working on SCTV before bringing it over to Saturday Night Live. Lan, fact or fiction?
Fact.
Frank, fact or fiction?
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yep, you both get the point. Ed Grimley, the hyper-enthusiastic, triangle-playing,
look at me go.
hair-standing-up oddball, was first introduced on Canada's SCTV before Short revived him on Saturday Night Live. The character became so popular that he even got his own cartoon show in 1989. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that one.
The Completely Mental Misadventures of Ed Grimley, where Short voiced the character, alongside animated versions of SCTV castmates Eugene Levy and Joe Flaherty.
You couldn't call it mental these days. You'd have people out in the streets.
Fact or fiction? Martin Short once crashed a wedding as his character Jiminy Glick. Frank, fact or fiction?
By the way, Jiminy Glick is a fantastic character. If you haven't
It
seen
gets
that.
tiring for me, man. Like, it's just...
I don't know.
It just becomes the same thing.
I enjoy it.
Like, the thing for me was, like, it was funny, like, the first time when he tries to get up on the couch, and since he's overweight, it's funny, but then it kind of just became so repetitious. But fact or fiction?
Martin is trying to cancel you for making fun of fat people.
All right. Fact or fiction?
I'm going to go fact because I can see him doing it.
All right. Lan, fact or fiction?
Yeah, I'll say fact also.
No, that is fiction.
Oh,
he has done a lot of wild things as Jiminy Glick. He never actually crashed a wedding, but it sounds like something that he would do. Jiminy Glick, the obnoxious, sweaty, clueless celebrity interviewer, became one of Short's most popular characters from his Comedy Central talk show, Primetime Glick. The character is known for ambushing celebrities with bizarre, off-topic questions, and Short has often said he loved playing Glick because he could get away with saying anything. Final one. Martin Short was once considered to replace David Letterman as the host of The Late Show. Fact or fiction? Lan.
Fact.
Frank.
Sure.
Fact or fiction?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you both get the point, man. After Letterman announced his retirement in 2014, CBS executives seriously considered Martin Short as a potential replacement.
Should have.
While Short wasn't a full-time talk show host, he had guest hosted late night shows multiple times and was known for his quick wit and ability to improvise in interviews. Ultimately, the job went to Stephen Colbert, but many fans believed Short would have been a great choice.
You ever see him when he would go on Conan and just give Conan like just would crap on Conan the whole time?
I don't think so.
He's so quick and great. Like Conan would say something and Martin would just snap back and just nail him on. It's some of his with Conan O'Brien are the better interviews. He just craps on Conan the whole time as a joke, but it's funny as hell.
He craps on him like poop.
He craps on him. He's hosting the Oscars.
God,
have you seen that commercial with Conan? He looks old as hell in that that commercial. No, like there's this one where the camera's right on his face, and he looks like he's 80 years old. Like it like made me like have to sit down for a minute. Like holy shit, he's old now because he's always looked kind of young, but this like went right into his face, and you just see all the wrinkles, and he looks like an old man. And it's like, damn, it's not the 90s anymore.
Frank is that's called ageism, my friend. Ageism.
You went after fat people.
I didn't. I just said that Jiminy Glick wasn't a good character.